this dream about Brad Pitt.
What?
Yeah, I didn't tell you about this. I had this dream and Brad.
Why?
It was nothing weird. Get your mind out of the Brad Pitt
why?
gutter.
Did you just watch a movie? Or
No, I don't think so. And me and Brad were hanging out.
His top secret desires.
Well, Brad Pitt and I were hanging out, and he asked me,
have the long hair or did he have it short?
like the in between, you know, not
Because
super.
I need to know these.
Not
things.
like when did he have it really long? Like river runs through it or something? I can't remember. I don't know. It wasn't like Fabio long or anything. But so we're hanging out, and Brad looks at me and he's like, "What was your favorite movie of mine?" Like he wanted to know.
No way.
Yeah, he's asking me. We're hanging out. No, I'm telling you, we're hanging out, and he's like, What's your favorite movie?" And I'm like, I couldn't remember one Brad Pitt movie, and I was like, finally, I was like, "River Runs Through It," Interview with the Vampire. You know, I was thinking
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. I didn't really like that one. Did you like
The
that one?
movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where they go off the Grand Canyon. I don't spoil it. They Thelma and Louise it off the Grand Canyon.
Except that's
When did that
the
come out?
end.
Like
I don't
1990?
want to spoil it, except that's the end of it.
Well, and that's just in Arizona. That's just not even true anyway, because I don't know where you drive off the
No.
Grand Canyon. You know, can you think of a
No.
place where you can take a car? Because
Maybe
people,
the North Rim.
I don't know. I don't think so. You would be seeing people, because people want to get attention nowadays. Somebody would have Thelma and Louise it off the
Oh.
canyon like you would have heard about it. I don't think you can get close enough. But anyway, so yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Brad Pitt and I were hanging out.
So that's the end of it?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh.
I mean, then I woke up because I was like embarrassed because I couldn't really remember any of the Brad Pitt movies or
He's
whatever.
got tons of them.
Yeah, he does. He does. How about you? Have any dreams?
Who's Brad Pitt?
So I do have a question though, and I asked you guys this earlier. What is with all the people walking around with pajamas? Maybe Isabel knows this because I think this is like a your generation thing. But I see all these people walking around, like going to the store, and they're wearing the pajama
Or like
bottoms.
the slippers.
The slippers is one thing. I mean, yeah, that's a bit extreme. But I mean, the pajama, you know, the what is that, plaid?
Flannel.
Flannels?
Yeah, the flannels. Is this like a new thing? Like that's the style?
Flannel
I don't
pants?
know.
or
I don't know if
flannel,
it's like a
shirts?
style.
I don't think it's
Is it
acceptable.
just laziness? They just don't really want to get dressed, or it's just more comfortable?
Sometimes you don't want to get dressed.
You wear
You
pajamas?
can wear like nicer cotton comfortable pants. Not
Yeah, I'm seeing people walking around and I'm like, those are pajamas. And they're like, no, they're pants. I was like, yeah, they're pajama pants. You wear
I
in
just don't
the
get the slippers.
confines of your home.
Who goes out in their slippers? I see that.
The slippers?
The
Yeah.
slipper, you know? Like house.
Well, I go around with the Crocs. Some people might look at that and say, how could you wear?
Well, that's not.
How could you wear the
A lot
Crocs?
of people wear those, but slippers,
Yeah, I don't know.
like
what
the
pajamas.
furry insides.
Now we know Olivia's going to do that.
Gonna wear my. I'm just saying that sometimes you don't really want to get dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do
get
that
it,
though.
I guess. Maybe Brad Pitt was wearing pajamas. Tell him about the toilet. Did you try it yet?
We washed it out and put it in.
I washed it out.
Okay, the
Very
toilet
nice.
has been sitting outside for how long?
Probably 3 years.
At least.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
It
dirty.
came clean. Did
I
you?
mean, I think there was an animal living in it for a while.
I think there was like a little rodent or something.
Yeah.
This is I added a toilet in Camp Verde. I mean, you all
Using
into
the
those.
toilet.
Yeah, he's living in. I mean, that's a pretty good home if you're a rodent, and all of a sudden you just like pop your head out, and yeah, there's definitely living in there. But yeah, we hooked. Have you used that? Yeah, you try it. It's always like christening the thing, you know.
I didn't use it yet.
You didn't? No,
no.
I did. Isabel.
Well, congrats,
You wanna talk
Dad.
about this?
Thanks
You
for-
said
thanks for telling
that it
us.
was frozen.
Yeah, the water froze. Yeah, I have temporary water hooked up to
What
it right
toilet
now.
are you even talking about?
Oh, you haven't seen it yet.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The new bathroom.
There's
in
a new
Camp Verde.
toilet.
No, I
in
haven't been
Camp
there.
Verde. Yeah, it's exciting. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it is cleaned out though. The rodent's gone, so it's all good. It came. Olivia cleaned it. Oh, I bought this thing. I was going to put it in like 3 years ago, and then I put it in like on the. There's a trailer, like a utility trailer, and figured storage. You know, just leave it there. And something moved in the meantime.
Yeah, he's just like, Olivia, come over here.
Go
Clean this
clean the
toilet, will you?
She's out there with the toilet in the front yard,
Like,
spraying it out.
Okay.
Luckily, nobody can really see what we're doing there. No, but I've been waiting to put this in for a long time. It was a big, like, getting that put in. And then you went to, you had a plumbing lesson.
No.
I sent you to get a supply
I think
line.
the lesson was on you.
No.
Yes.
He
says, go get a supply line. So
toilet supply line, yeah.
So I went to the store, but there's like 30 different sizes and lengths, and he's like, I don't know, just get the one, in between.
No.
He didn't know what size. Okay. You have to admit that you did not tell me the right size.
What I did is I said, there's probably 3 sizes, and I said just get all of them because you can bring them back. So that's the thing with plumbing is you always want to get more, and you want to bring it back because you're going to be.
And you measured it, and
yeah,
so
I measured it, but the guy was
one-
like, "Oh, it's outside diameter," and so I was like, "No, it's the one in between," and then you come back with the small and the big one.
No.
That's how I remember it.
Okay, I had one that was 3/8, and the next size up was 1/2, and he's saying, well, no, you got to get the one in between, and I'm asking him, well, what is in between 3/8 and 4/8?
There's no 4/8. That's half inch.
1/2
that's
is
1/2.
4/8.
That's literally the same
Yeah,
thing.
that wasn't
You're
what it was.
hurting my mind.
Yeah, I know. You just yeah.
No, you kept saying the one in between.
I just
There
said
is nothing in
there's
between that.
3 of them, and it was 3/8, 5/8, and 7/8 is what it wound up being. And I just said, just grab them all. And then she comes back with 2. But I got it. I had an adapter, like Johnny Cash, the adapter kit, and I got that thing working. And I was kind of depressed because I was like, I really wanted to try it out. After Olivia cleaned it and spent all that time on that thing, we got it though.
Yeah.
It was a good lesson
Right.
on toiletry.
Next time, tell me the right size.
Next time, tell you
That's the
right
lesson. Or you go get it. Because you're like, oh, well, I know which one to get right away. I don't.
Well, I
even
can
need
tell by
this,
looking
I
at
don't
them.
even need the measurement. I just know which one it is.
Yeah, I can sense it like the force. I wonder how many people, like the guys that are working, or guys or girls, and let me be correct here, whoever's working, Isabel, whoever's working at the hardware store, right? And how many guys, I wonder how many guys send their wives. And the
how
guy,
many wives get annoyed because
Well, yeah,
they
and then-
come back with the wrong thing.
and then the
'cause they got
person at the
wrong
hardware
measurement.
store is like, oh no, here we go again.
Yeah.
Well, you've said mom so many times.
You hear something? We got
I thought I
invaders.
heard barking.
Probably the dog.
Yeah.
We should have gotten Addie in on this. Yeah. So anyway, I wonder how annoyed they get and how many times they have to deal with,
Probably,
the husband on, because we're on speakerphone with the
Yeah.
guy. I'm at the trying to be like, no, get this one. And he's like, oh, I was like, they're kind of, there's standard size. He's like, oh, there's no standard, it's all good.
Yeah.
We got it. We got it all hooked up. The spelling.
Moving on from the lovely topic of
Yeah.
our toilet.
The toilet.
Yeah, enough toilet talk.
Enough toilet talk.
How'd you guys do in the spelling bee?
Yeah. We did a spelling bee.
Well, for the first round, too good, and for the second round, not good enough, because I got 4th place, which I couldn't have gotten 5th place, possibly, because if I had to get 1 through 4, which have to go on to, like, the next spelling bee, well, of course, I would have wanted 1st place, but it would have been preferable if I didn't have to go to the second one, because that one was awful. I got out on the first round and then sat there for,
The whole
like, 3
time.
hours.
No, it was not that
You
one.
got a
2 hours.
You got a
It
ribbon.
wasn't that one.
It
I
did,
know,
it
a
did
nice
seem
4th
long.
It
place
did seem
ribbon.
long. Yeah, but it seemed long because they kept getting, it was like 5 rounds of nobody could spell.
No one
Oh,
could
yeah,
get any of them
yeah.
right.
I was like,
And then
really?
And it was basically like, you may not get up to get water. Or anything.
Yeah, they
And
did
I was,
not want you to
dying
leave.
Of thirst. I was like, I'm gonna slowly die here.
4th place ribbon. I mean, that one's up in the,
Oh, lucky.
did you burn it?
Yeah,
I
where is
hid
that?
it behind my other ribbon.
I don't think 4th place goes up on
Well,
the
somebody's
mantle
gonna
or whatever.
walk into my room and be like, 4th place.
Yeah. Well, I was with Owen and he
How
was.
did Owen do?
Yeah, we
Didn't
did
make
like,
it.
you made 4th round.
Which
You're like
r-
in the middle.
Which word did you get out on?
The hardest one on the list, cosmonaut.
Oh, cosmonaut. Yeah, he said they whipped out cosmonaut and I was like, this is Owen's word. He's into
Right when
space
they
and all
said
that.
cosmonaut, like, I know I'm not getting it because I don't know how to spell cosmonaut.
You just got it. You said O
Well,
instead of A, or A
Do
instead
you
of
know
O.
it now?
No.
How do you
You
spell
still
it?
don't know?
COSMONAUT.
That's right.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, it was easy. It was like it, the, spell your name.
I literally got the hardest one.
It's like some
Well,
of
you
them
tried, and that's better than a lot of people.
It was
Yeah.
seriously like you may not get out of your chair for
Yeah, they were
any reason
really
at
strict.
all.
Yeah.
I felt bad for. I didn't see it, but you had one kid that got nervous from another school.
Oh yeah, and like threw up. This wasn't even in my room. This is just like somebody from our school that I'm friends with that I know that was that's in a different grade that apparently got thrown up on.
The kid next to her. Yeah.
And I saw her afterwards, and
Is this a Phoenix kid? I'm just
No.
kidding.
I would not.
I don't know what happened because we weren't
Especially
there, but
surprised.
that's just what we heard from.
Could
The
you
school- the
imagine
school.
like just the girl who did it, like the embarrassment, just like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell
I wonder.
kid throw up stories, but I'm looking at Isabel.
Oh.
Isabel's a spaz when it comes to that.
You can't talk, Owen.
Yeah. Owen. Yeah.
Which one? Which time? I remember Greece. We were in Greece in Athens. We were going to the bakery.
Yeah.
Okay,
And we
we've heard
walk
this
in the
story. We don't
bakery,
need
and
to
all
hear
of a
it
sudden,
again.
and I was like, "Oh my God!" And luckily, they're all speaking Greek. And I was just like, oh, "We got to go. Can I have that muffin?"
Right, because that's the first thing you want to do afterwards. Eat something.
I was still hungry. That stuff doesn't really affect me that much, but yeah, I feel bad for that kid though. I mean,
Yeah,
but that is a memory for the rest of your life. You will never forget that one.
Oh, I'm sure that's a pleasant one.
What's over your hand? Falling apart?
No, it's just crooked.
Don't you have a paying gig coming up with music? You're playing like at a...
Yeah,
Party.
I've been professionally hired, and I don't even play piano, so
Yeah, I mean, you know how to play piano.
I know how to play piano, but I don't like currently play it at all.
Yeah,
But
you've
I've
been
been
practicing.
hired for my amazing skills anyway.
This is
So I
gonna
was
be.
like,
We should put out a
It's
recorder
actually
for
good
that.
because it's forced you to practice some and get
Yeah.
back into it.
Angela and I went on a date
Yeah, we had a date night. Oh,
after 25 years. I mean, this was awesome.
I keep asking.
Isabel's like, please
Can
don't
we
tell me.
please do this again?
Yeah, it was good. It was romantic. So I got a call from it because we're in property management. So I get a call from not a tenant. I get a call from a neighbor of the property. You know, not our tenant. And they're like, yeah, garbage is all over the place.
They're putting their trash out.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
The crows
throwing it on the street, and then the crows are tearing it apart, and there's
That's
trash
a
all over.
fillet for them.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
crows. The crows were having a feast. And they're like, oh, they're dragging it. It reminds me of when we were in Greece. We were driving through Greece and they had a garbage strike and there was piles of garbage like 2 stories high.
Yeah.
You know, so I felt like that. So I'm like, okay. They're like, it's ripping it apart. I'm like, should I go tomorrow? It's like, no, we better go tonight. So me and Angela headed out and we were picking up people's garbage.
Yeah, that was fun.
Apparently they piled, so there was a dumpster there and the city took the dumpster. And I think with all the snow, something got screwed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. But instead of calling us 5 days earlier or 4 days earlier.
Or finding an appropriate place to put your trash.
Yeah, they were somebody was piling. Most of tenants were fine. They found alternative ways to throw out. Like all the cans you see all over the place or a dumpster. I don't encourage just dumping in someone's dumpster, but I mean, there comes a point where you're like, I got to get rid of this trash.
Right.
Well, the first thing you do, you think they would call us and say,
Yeah.
you know, hey, we got a trash pile. So they were piling the trash up in a pile. And then
And
finally,
it wasn't all in
we find
bags because it was all ripped
it was like
apart.
thrown out. So we were out
Just
there
out there with a
scooping up
shovel.
trash. That was fun.
That was
yeah.
no.
You guys stayed home on that one. You missed out on that. That's the fun of being a landlord.
Yeah.
You get a
That's
call.
Too bad. Really wish I had been there.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a good
I
one.
would have paid you for that. Send you out.
Well, I have enough money from my
From
piano
your piano
playing.
gig.
How much are you getting for that?
Yeah, what are you getting for-
10,000?
I don't.
$50.
She hasn't even
No.
negotiated the price yet. She was just told she would be paid.
I mean, it's a neighbor.
Based on the
so
performance.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I think I would like to hear it first and then pay based on the quality of the
It's a
thing.
party, so so I'm hoping there'll also be food.
Maybe get some food. Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be the best you get. They'll probably tip you though. I mean, there's a lot of people.
That
Put
is
out
what
a
I
tip
should
jar.
do. I should make a tip jar, and it should be like a fancy tip jar, like a
Yeah.
pretty little tip jar that I put on the piano,
Put-
and then people will be more like, "Oh, I want
Look-
to just that tip jar just looks like it wants money."
A lot of
in
people
it.
don't carry cash, so set up a Venmo thing, and
Get
get
that
a
little
The piano.
QR
get
thing.
a little QR
Yes.
code on the side because then they'll start. And I don't know what kind of party is this?
A birthday
Birthday
party.
party.
Okay, I'm assuming we know our neighbors, good person, everything, but I'm assuming there's going to be alcohol there. So as the night progresses, just shake that tip jar.
I'm only there for 30 or 40 minutes, like just the beginning.
Yeah, it's not all night.
Oh, you want to go later when they've had some time?
No, she wants it while they're arriving
Oh
to be music.
no, they're not going to be
in the tipping mood.
in a tipping mood quite yet. You have to let the night progress quite a bit first. That would be my advice.
Well, maybe I'll just hope that they're like encore, encore.
If
And
they,
you'll be like, I'm
I'll be
out
like,
of material. You'll
I
just have to start
suppose if
replaying
I
everything.
must.
they're probably going to be like, okay, well, thank you. It's very good. Thank you. We'll see you later. Here's $10.
Shut up.
No, you'll do just fine, right? You nervous?
No.
Just don't think about that girl from the spelling bee.
I don't get nervous. It's just a piano.
No, that's true.
I warned her. I was like, I don't take lessons or anything, right? And so I think she's pre-warned.
Thank you.
I will say that I did tap into those English muffins. You got that great deal on that. I had that
Yeah.
today. So you had like 3 left that were like those generic ones. I'm okay with generic stuff, but the English muffins are...
Remember the time that we got the on-brand English muffins, Dad? Do
Yeah.
you remember the time?
I just bought
Those were
them.
the good old days.
We used to get with all the inflation. We used to get the Thomas English muffins. Now we're getting the what is that? The Walmart brand.
Or
Great
Safeway.
value.
It's
I
like,
get
do you get
Safeway
that?
or Fry's brand.
Do you buy Thomas? You don't buy
No,
English
I don't buy
muffins.
English
That's like a luxury.
I love English muffins.
I just got buy one get one free, and I had $2 off, so I got 2 for $1.99 total. So like $1 for each one.
No, so you had those old like generic ones. I was just like, I opened up that new one. I was like, oh wow, it's gonna taste like
I
something.
think they're all good.
You think they're good?
They taste the same.
They taste the same. I think
they
there's a
do.
difference when it comes to the English
Hey,
muffins.
no, they make them
The
in the same
real
place.
difference is in Oreos.
Okay, you guys
Yeah.
have been to the ice cream cone factory here,
We have.
and it's like, okay,
There's an ice cream cone factory here.
they're
It's the Joy-Con
busting
factory.
out all these
yeah,
ice
yeah.
cream cones,
Yeah.
and they're boxing up the McDonald's ones and the Safeway ones and the brand name ones,
Yeah.
and they're all the same. They're just going in different.
Yeah, but I'm saying
boxes.
the Oreos aren't the same.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
Oreos
things
aren't
aren't.
the
A lot of things are.
I should go do
But a
it.
lot of things
We should go
also
do a show from there. Like do a
Joy-Con?
tour. Because when we did that, they busted out the boxes of ice cream. And
Do they have ice cream there or just
no,
the cones?
they
I
had
want ice cream.
cones, and then of course they brought out ice cream, and then they also let us take some boxes. I don't know if they open up the tours all the time or what,
Yeah.
but that place manufactures all the cones like west of the Mississippi,
Yeah.
like for McDonald's and
Well,
all
my
those
point
places.
is they're
it
all
was the same, yeah.
identical.
Yeah, McDonald's generic like store bought
Yeah.
brand, and then you'll go to the store and you'll see the name brand.
Yeah.
And then the one next to it, and it's
And
like
you know
the
it's the
same,
same thing.
and it's like half the price, but
Yeah.
it is the same
Yeah,
thing. But it's
same
not with English muffins.
Okay, some things
It's
aren't,
just-
but a lot of
yeah,
things
there's-
are the same.
or Oreos, I guess. I don't know. Really?
You've never
Yeah.
done a blind
Like
taste
that.
test with Oreos?
We should do that
Yeah, like
next
the
week.
Walmart brand Oreos.
We've done that.
You know what? Let's do that next week. Put that on the list.
Cereal.
Cereal, I can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like Honey O's
Yeah.
versus Honey Nut Cheerios or something like that, or the generic brand. We should bring some Oreos next next week.
Isabel's just responsible for
Or,
paying
yeah, hey,
now.
go to the store for next week, and your job is to get Oreos, the brand, and the generic brand, and we'll have a blind taste test next week. I think we should do that.
All right.
That'd be a good one, and we'll hash it out.
Yeah.
So you guys been running?
Yeah.
For some strange reason, I volunteered, but Mom was really
No, then you
desperate to
didn't
go.
do
She's
it,
like,
though.
"No, I'll go."
Mom
No.
runs. It comes in.
Olivia is like, well, I can go. But then she made no effort to do so.
Well, yeah, because you were so desperate to go. You're like, "No,
I was
I'll
not
go. Let me go
desperate,
take.
no.
I can put on my shoes."
So Owen has to run how many miles?
36.
6.
36 miles
In
to
the
get
next
his
8 weeks.
black belt in the next 8 weeks. So you decide to run with him because we're
Well,
going to
because
Hawaii and you
he's-
want to get your beach abs.
I need to have a swimsuit body, okay?
Me too.
No, more
I'm gonna wear a
more
six-pack
than that,
shirt.
it's that I don't want him running 2 miles around the neighborhood by himself. He's 10.
That's why I said I'd go. I don't even know why I volunteered because running 2 miles.
But I
after
did this with
school.
Isabel, and so I was like, oh, yeah, I can do this. It's 2 miles, you know. Not, it doesn't sound that far, but
She comes in the studio the other day. I wish I'd taken a picture. Isabel, she was like this. I thought I was going to have to call an ambulance.
well, okay. So when I did it
2
with
miles.
Isabel, it was in the summertime, and so we were like fighting being too hot. But what happened to me yesterday was I got really cold. My ears were cold, my fingers were cold, and I just the air in my lungs was really cold, and I just that wiped me out.
Or when
I
are you
just
trying to kill Mom or something?
Yeah, good
no,
job.
he did better than me.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
not
like-
surprisingly he did good.
He goes upstairs. He's doing push-ups. You have to do
Yeah.
like what do you got to do? A bunch of push-ups, sit-ups to get the black
Yeah.
belt. Yeah, they push you pretty hard. You did good though. I'm not going to do the
Well,
running.
I did it at
Yeah.
least. I mean, you
I-
guys didn't. I don't see you lining up.
I got my beach body ready already. You're going to wear a shirt.
Well, it'll get better, but like I've never been enthusiastic about running, so
Yeah, like
I just don't
like
I
Mark
just don't like
and people
doing
who
it.
run. They
yeah.
just love running, and I'm just like, what do you? I don't get it.
I
like
don't like
running.
it, and
Good
I'm
for you if
only
you
doing
do
it-
that, but
yeah.
I don't. How does that ever become fun?
I like
Oh, I ran
like
10
running.
miles today. Wow.
Well, not 10
Running's
miles
fun.
of running. I like
I mean,
a
you're just,
quarter
like,
mile of running.
You like running? You're gonna be that guy that's running in the snow, in the snowstorm.
Yeah.
I think that's probably enough. We've probably burnt people's brains enough on
Okay.
all that. I mean, between Brad Pitt and
I wanted to call this Oravits Overload because we need any more of us, podcasts.
I vote with Mom.
But he needed to call it Oravits Hour, so.
that was one of the choices you gave me was the Oravits Hour or
Well, yeah, but-
Oravits Overload.
Yeah.
I felt like that was like a
Orbit Overload is weird.
I like that
Yeah,
so
that sounds like
I
something
like it.
No, that's so
Transformers.
I
catchy.
liked
Isabel?
it.
Orbits
know.
Hour.
Yeah,
And she's
Isabel,
like, I don't really
vote
care.
correctly. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next week we'll overload on the Oravits Hour with Oreos and generic, and we'll see. Let's make that happen. I think that's a good one. Don't forget the
All right,
milk.
you don't have to buy them, I'll get them.
No, you need to buy them.
No.
I bought her plenty of Oreos throughout time. Okay. We'll reimburse you. How about that?
I could buy them.
Okay. Never mind. We're buying the
Other
Oreos.
solution.
All right.
All
We'll see you
right.
later. We'll try to get Brad Pitt.
In your dreams.
I don't think Brad's. I don't have. It's not that. It was you're just hanging out. It was like we're buddies. You never had a dream about Brad Pitt?
No.
I don't want to hear about it. You guys don't even know Brad Pitt. We should go. What movie can we watch with them with Brad Pitt? That's appropriate. I'm sure there's plenty.
Has to
No,
think.
they're all not. It's like Fight Club or.
Oh, that was a good movie. Fight
Yeah, no,
Club. You
they're
ever see
not
Fight
watching
Club?
that.
No.
No.
No. Well, she can watch it now.
Well, she
She's-
can.
Yeah.
I can't.
That was a good one. Yeah,
Or,
that was.
it's like.
Oh, the one where guy goes back in time, Bruce Willis. And he's in a mental institution. Brad Pitt was in a mental
Oh.
institution.
Yeah.
What's the name of that one? 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys. Yeah.
Excellent
I think
movie.
I saw that
Yeah.
one time. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Everybody have a good one. We'll bring you Oreos.
Bye bye.
Just get regular ones, not too much. They need to be put.
Am I getting Oreos?
Yeah, you're on the Oreos now.